Hi guys, my name is Gabriella and I'm here to talk about Aries and Capricorn. They're actually my first two bearded dragons that I've ever owned. They were born on August 30th, 2016. They are about 2.5 months old. I have them in the same tank right now, so when they're a little bit bigger, I will be separating them. When I got them from the breeder, she did mention that they're very young right now and they're not really sure, if they're male or female. So I kind of took that, into consideration. A lot of people have been giving me warnings, oh, don't leave them in there. But to be honest, I don't see any action going on. So I believe what my breeder had to say. She's been breeding them for a very long time, so she kind of knows. So sorry for those who gave me a different type of warning. I'll just keep an eye on them, and if something happens, I will make sure to change their situation. But I'm actually waiting for another tank. It's coming from South Florida. My mom bought it for me down there, and it's just gonna take some time for me to see her because I do live in Ocala. But this local breeder that I purchased them from, she has like a red sandfire bearded dragon and another yellow canary bearded dragon, and I ended up getting the morphed version of them. They're about a yellow, orangey, and like blue tint. They're absolutely beautiful. Let me show you a little image of them. The enclosure that I have them in is a 55-gallon tank. I have four Fluker bulbs hanging over them. Actually, Fluker lamps hanging over them. One is a 100-watt basking lamp bulb. The other two are two UVBs, and the other one is like a night heat lamp. It keeps them warm at night. I like to keep my temperature at like 72, 70 degrees at night. So yeah, they definitely need a little bit of warmth in that. Um, I do want to mention that they require 12 hours of day and 12 hours of night. Make sure that you have set a time for them, either 7 to 7, 8 to 8, anything like that, because it is very important for them. I actually bought timers from Walmart now that it's Christmas, and it has been phenomenal. It does it on its own. I don't have to worry about it. Um, Also, another thing I want to mention is their water bowl. A lot of people say not to put their water bowl in there because it can cause humidity. But I do want to mention that, what if somebody actually put a cap on how much water you can have? It's just not right. Make sure you just give them their water. They like to drink whenever they want. They like to be free about it. So just leave it. It's their natural habitat. Just leave the water. From there, I have rocks, driftwoods, plants, hammocks, and hides in there. Just a little bit of everything so that they can kind of go from one place to the other wherever it is that they feel the most comfortable. Things that I wouldn't suggest in there is reptile sand or calcium sand. Also mulch or cedar. The calcium sand, actually, if by any chance they ingest it, it's really hard for them to digest. So I wouldn't suggest it because it can make them sick, and I just don't do it. From there, a liner that I would suggest is anywhere between like a regular reptile liner that you would get from the store or the pet store, paper towels, anything you can kind of sanitize or clean easily. I use felt. I bought it from Joann's Fabric. One of the other person that's in the reptile sanctuary group, he gave me the idea, and it has been phenomenal. It's absolutely great. It's a lot easier to clean and put together, and trust me, do it. So, my little bearded dragons, they like to eat all sorts of things. I normally give them crickets and superworms, but you can also give them roaches. Just make sure you do not give them mealworms. Mealworms are very hard for them to digest. The mealworms have really strong exoskeletons, so I just wouldn't suggest that. Roaches in Florida are actually illegal, so sorry for everyone in Florida. Me, it is illegal for me. Apparently, these animals can thrive in our weather, or in our temperature, and they can mass reproduce and kill all of our citrus. I've heard nightmares of what they can do, and so we're just not allowed to have them. So, oh well, for me, I get to have stinky crickets and stinky superworms because they do stink. I do want to advise they smell. Um, I do want to also remind you guys that heating lamp, the basking lamp that they have, is very important. That's how they digest their food. Do not just get an animal and expect that without any light it'll be fine. No, it is not fine. please make sure you do your research before you get any animal. It is very important. Um, from there, I do also want to give you a lot of warning signs. There will be poop everywhere, all over the place. There will be poop. So just make sure that you can keep everything sanitized. Make sure you clean it every once in a while. Now, I do also give my little guys salads. Now, my juvenile bearded dragons only require 80% of their feeders and 20% of their salads. So their schedule is totally different. My eldest bearded dragon normally gets her salad during the day, and at night, or in the afternoon ish time, she gets all her crickets and mealworms and all that stuff. So another thing I wanted to mention was their bath time. Their bath time is extremely important. It helps them with shedding their skin, keeping their skin clean, and also past bowels. The temperature for their water needs to be anywhere between 85 to 92 degrees Fahrenheit. It is very important, okay, guys? Do not put them in cold water. Do not put them in boiling hot water. It is very dangerous. Make sure that you give a small bearded dragon a little bit of water. Just because of their size, they can drown. So I would not suggest no more than maybe 2 inches to 3 inches. That'd be the highest that I'd go. While they're in the bathtub, make sure you scrub their backs. Make sure you scrub their bellies. When you scrub their bellies, it actually helps them poop easier. So just go ahead and scrub. I use a toothbrush. It's a lot easier for me to kind of get in there and scrub, take their poop off their tail. It just helps with the things that I want to do. Now, a few video ideas that I have coming up are I I want to talk about Xena. She is one of my other bearded dragons. She's my eldest bearded dragon. I don't know how old she is. I don't know how old she is. I don't even know what her original name is, to be honest. But she's my first rescue. She has been amazing. She is absolutely sweet. She's docile. She doesn't hiss or do anything like that at me. She's wonderful. And she had to live outside for like a week straight. I don't know how she did it. Another video that I want to do is about Sunny and Bianca, my little leopard geckos. Kind of like an introduction on them, how to take care of them, what kind of enclosures they need. Also, I want to do like a little bath time video with you guys about bearded dragons. Also, kind of like a salad introduction, what I normally feed them. I'm also giving my leopard geckos right now Reptiboost, so I will be doing a video on that as well. And I think I'm done. I did want to mention that I am getting a hedgehog in the beginning of January. So if by ever any chance you guys have any cool ideas on what to name her, that would be fantastic. I have all my animals have lots of different names. I have Bane, Selena, Capricorn, Aries. I have Xena. I have Sunny. I have Bianca. I have Midnight, Twilight. And I also have Fishy. I when I got to Fishy, I just couldn't name him. I don't know. I didn't know what to name another fish, so I was just like, "Fine, you're just Fishy. I'm giving up." But for my little hedgehog, I want to give her such a cute little name. So if you guys have any cool ideas, just put it in the comment sections below. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. The more people know about us, the better. And also, please like us on Facebook. I would greatly appreciate that as well. You guys would be able to see little videos and pictures, random pictures that I take of them. I'm like a little photographer back here. I absolutely love catching them candid camera. Now, I do want to give you like a little brief introduction. This is actually Reptile Sanctuary CFMC. The CFMC stands for Central Florida Marion County. I made it so basic because I want this to grow, not just with us, with everyone in Central Florida. Maybe Marion County, maybe other counties. You know, I just want us to all grow as a family, and hopefully we can get bigger. Hopefully we can do more things. Hopefully we can get this done. So like I said, if you guys want to see a little bit more about us, just go ahead and add us on Facebook. Hopefully I have answered certain questions. If you have any more questions, just go ahead and leave in the comments. Okay.